Hello everyone, today I'm going to prove that Kano is not a pro-Japanese movie. If you don't agree with me, you may not pay attention to the side timeline 1944 and this character Josiah, who became a soldier in 1944 and was a great opponent of Kano from a Japanese team. My analysis will focus on the second timeline and the perspective of Josiah. First, let's look at the main timeline 1931. The main color is warm and bright. It's not hard to tell that producer Wei Desheng performs the feeling that people were having a great life on the Japanese colonization. That's why people think this movie is pro-Japanese. However, in the second timeline, the frame is dark and depressive. If the warm and sweet main timeline represents the grace of Japanese colonization, then the second timeline shows the cost that the Japanese have to pay for their ambition. Now let's talk about the characters. In this movie, nearly everyone, including Taiwanese, were all very admiring Koshien. People consider Koshien as a holy place, which creates another sense of pro-Japanese. In contrast, the producer constructs a Japanese character Josiah, who showed a great admiration and respect to Kano team and Taiwanese. The producer used Josiah's admiration to balance the pro-Japanese sense of the movie. Josiah made his journey to Kano's training field and left his lucky boat there. Just like what he said, heroes of the field, Kano for the world. This movie is to praise Kano's spirit. So do not consider this movie as a pro-Japanese movie. By now, some people may think that balance between two timelines is not even. The timeline 1931 overweights the second timeline 1944, which indicates the producer has prejudice that he was creating a pro-Japanese sense for this movie. For opinions like that, I will say think of the famous movie Life of Pi. The director Li An describes a beautiful and fantastic story, which actually implies a terrible and cruel but relatively real story that people couldn't even think of. The main story, The Great Adventure of Pi, takes nearly the whole portion of the movie, and the second story is illustrated at the end of the movie. After using the main story to create a visual feast to the audience, the second story leaves us a great space of imagination about the reality. From this, we can see that the weight of a parallel timeline does not determine how important it is. Now let's go back to Kano. Comparing it with Life of Pi, we could find that producer Wei Desheng used the same strategy. Along with the 3 hours motivational and heartwarming story in the main timeline, he added another relatively short, depressive, and heavy timeline to remind the audience about the memory of colonization history. Overall, Kano is really a great movie. If you are Chinese or Taiwanese that haven't watched this movie because people were saying it is pro-Japanese, hope my video could help you a little bit so you wouldn't miss out such a great movie. Thanks for watching.
風になった僕らは空高く舞い